In the previous part, what we did was to start creating the table view code in the thread details view controller, and now we got to work on the regenerate text function and the copy message text function. So let's go to Xcode. And as you can see, we started coding them here, but we have a to-do. We never actually wrote the code. And same for the copy message text. So let's just uncomment them for now. And obviously we need to create them. So I'm going to create them above, not in the extension, but above that, after the image picker controller did cancel. And by the way, we should remove this code later. Some of the code that we don't need. We did comment out some code, if you guys remember. But for now, that's fine. We can leave it here for now. All right, so let's go ahead and write that code. First thing we want to write is the copy message text. So func copy message text. And that text as an input, which is a string. And what do we do here? Well, we're going to use the clipboard. So UI paste board dot general dot string is equal to text. So we put the text in the clipboard, and then let alert is equal to UI alert controller. I'm sorry, UI alert controller. We're going to tell the user that it's got copied to the clipboard, right? So that with a title, message, and preferred style. So the title would be copied to clipboard. Uppercase C, that's nice. And the message would be, we don't need the message, we just need to say that. And the style, we can have dot alert because it's just an alert. Let's add the action button to just say okay, right? So alert dot add action, and the action would be UI alert action with a title. The title would be okay, and the style would be default. All right, we don't need a completion handler, that's fine. And then let's present it. Present the alert, animated true. That's an animation, and completion nil. We don't need the completion for now. All right, so that's it for the copy message text. Let's add the one for regenerating the message. So func regenerate message at index path. That's index path. All right, so what do we do here? Well, we need to do call the method to get the code, to get the reply from the private LLM server. Now, we do have that already. If you guys remember, we have the logic here, right? So that's the logic we have whenever we extract the text and we do this. So we need to get the image from the message and send the image to the server to get the result. So that's one thing we need to do, and we'll do that in another lecture, because right now there's another thing I'd like to do right now is to add the table view height, because we need to change that. So go inside of the UI table view delegate, and we're going to add a new function, func. That would be table view, and here the one is the height. So look for the height for row height. There we go. And the height would be, let's get the message. Let message is equal to thread dot messages, and that will be the messages at index path dot row. So now that we have the message, let's return the height. So the height. So if the image is not null, then guess what? We can say, okay, if it's not null, then we return 200. And if it's null, then what does it mean? If it's null, that means that we have just a label, right? We have the label from the message. text. So we just return the automatic dimension, UI table view dot automatic dimension. There we go. Okay, I believe that's pretty much all we need, at least to display the messages. What we can do now is run this and see what happens. And if it doesn't work, then we'll have to debug the code to see why it's not calling the code, right? So inside, let's go to load message here. And as you can see, well, we need to change the add message, but one thing here is that we want to make sure that the load message also works, right? Let's press play and see what happens. The messages should load automatically because the table view will load automatically. So let's take a look at what's going on. Okay, let's click on Vanessa and let's see what happens. Well, we have an exception. So as you can see, that's what you need to do. You know, that's part of the work of being a developer. You got to read what the exception is. And it's probably because there is a connection that is not done, right? Terminated app due to a problem. So I could read through this and go through that. There you go. You see that? It says that the text message cell could not load the nib NS bundle. So it cannot find the text message cell. That's what's happening. So we need to say where that text message cell is. It's in the nib here. So whenever we do the instantiation, we need to say in which bundle it's part of.